Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Art with Miss Myra. This is Friday, April 10th, and it's actually Good Friday. Easter is on Sunday, and if you have been joining me this week, you will know that all week this week I have been showcasing arts and crafts that are kind of spring related or Easter related. And so today the project that we're going to be making is a project that I have done a lot, before Easter with either with my Sunday school kids or teaching my kids. I'm the former after school arts instructor for an arts-based program in Jamestown, North Dakota, and I've done this with my kids there. And the project that we're going to be making today is called A God's Eye, okay? And it's a God's eye. I actually taught this technique, this little project and stuff at the prison in Jamestown. I was an instructor, and I went up and taught a variety of different art classes and stuff up at the prison. And I told the prisoners at the prison in Jamestown that I wanted them to use these as little blessings. It was a blessing that, that they could give someone to let someone know that, God is always with us, and he always has his eye on us, and that we're never alone because God is always with us. Okay, so that's the little lesson that I did along with teaching them how to do this technique. But today we're going to be just doing this technique, and I hope that you can join along with me today, and I hope that you have fun and that you enjoy this, learning how to do this, okay? So the supplies that we're going to need for this is we're going to need 2 popsicle sticks, or you can use just sticks from out in your yard. If you want to go out and get some sticks, you have to make them the same size. And then you're going to want to take the bark off of them, okay? But you can do that too. If you don't have popsicle sticks, that's a really simple alternative to using popsicle sticks if you don't have them. So and then you're going to need yarn, or you're going to need embroidery thread. If you're doing this with embroidery thread, of course it's going to take you a little bit longer because embroidery thread is lots skinnier, but that's okay too. And then you're going to need a scissors, and you're going to need glue. And what I did, and I'm going to move my phone down now so you guys can see. What I did to start this is I just took a little bit of school glue, and I glued my 2 sticks together, and I made kind of a T, okay? That's the start to it, okay? And you can make this. I have some popsicle sticks like this, and I have some bigger popsicle sticks, but we're gonna start with the smaller popsicle sticks, and I'm gonna show you how to do it with this. And so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take a piece of yarn, and we're going to use Myra's method of measuring, which is you hold the yarn to your nose and you extend your hand as far out as you can, and that gives you a yard, which is about 3 feet, and that's what we're going to start with. So we want to snip that off there, and that gives us our starting yarn, okay? And so what we're going to do is we're going to start out by doing 6 different wraps. We're going to do 3 wraps, and then we're going to turn it, and we're going to do 3 more, okay? So you're going to want to just hold this facing you and hold the yarn on top with your thumb, and then between these 2 popsicle sticks, you're going to wrap 1, 2, 3 times, and then I'm going to turn it a little bit, and we're going to wrap 1, 2, 3 more times, okay? So very easy. You start, you hold the yarn down, and you wrap 3 times one way, and then you turn it and wrap 3 times another way. So I've done a crisscross in the middle here and stuff, and that is the start of my God's eye. That's going to secure my 2 sticks together, okay? And then I can just start from there. And I want to start, and I want to hold it just facing me, and then the next one right to the right, I'm going to go around, and I'm going to wrap that 1 time. So see, I know this is upside down here, but just bear with me here and you'll get this. You're going to wrap one time, and then you're going to go up here to the one that is, you know, to the right. We're working counterclockwise, okay? So we're going to work counterclockwise. So our clock usually goes, you know, like this. We're working counterclockwise, which is the opposite way. So we wrapped once, we go up to this one. Now we're going to turn and we're going to wrap again, go up to the next one, and then turn, wrap, turn, wrap, turn, wrap, turn, wrap, and that's what we're going to do. And now see, I have started, and in the middle, and I hope you guys can see this really well, I have like a little box, okay? Do you see this little box area? That's what I want, okay? So that's the appearance, you know, when you first get started. So I'm going to start again. I'm going to have this, you know, perpendicular to me. I'm starting on this stick, and I'm going to wrap it, and then I'm going to go to the next stick, and I'm going to wrap that one, and I'm going to turn, go to the next stick, turn, wrap, turn, wrap, turn, wrap, turn, wrap, turn, wrap. And now you can see I'm at the end of my yarn here, and this is what my design should look like. Okay, that is what it should look like. So now to add a new piece, I'm going to set this upside down on my table, and then I'm going to grab another new piece of yarn. I'm going to make, again, I'm going to take from the tip of my nose and extend my arm all the way out. That's 1 yard or 3 feet approximately, depending on the length of your arms. And now I'm going to join these 2 pieces of yarn together. And what we're going to do is we're going to make a knot that is very similar to the knots that I have shown you in previous videos. And you're going to hold your 2 pieces of yarn together. You're going to wrap around your index finger, and then you're going to just make a little knot. You know, put your tails in your hole, and then pull out, and here's your knot. And now I'm just going to kind of secure it, and then I don't want these tails, okay? So I'm going to snip the tails, discard them, and then I'm going to flip back over here. Now I'm you know, down on this one, okay? So I'm going to wrap that one, and then I'm going to, when I wrap, I'm going to turn, wrap, turn, and I'm not going to worry about that knot because I'm going to cover him up later, okay? And I'll show you as we go along. I'll show you how to do that, okay? We're going to turn, you know, wrap, then turn, wrap, turn, wrap, turn, wrap, turn, and we're just going to do that all the way around, okay? And you can see now I'm on that spot with the knot, and I'm gonna kind of just go over the top of that, and I'm not even gonna see that little knot, okay? I won't see that knot because I'm just gonna go over the top of it, and I'm not, you know, like I said, I'm not really gonna pay any attention to that because I know that I'm gonna be able to cover that up, okay? So we just keep going round and round, doing our wrap and our turn and our wrap and our turn. And now I need to add another piece of yarn. So again, I'm going to set it upside down, and then I'm going to grab, let's see, I'll grab this pretty lilac color that I have. Measure out 1 yard. Tip of the nose to the, fold out your arm the furthest you can go. Then again, I'm going to, because some of the kids were asking and stuff how I'm tying my knots, and this is the best way I can explain it, guys. Okay, you hold them together, you hold your two strings together, loop it around your index finger, bring it around, bring the tails through the, kind of scoot your the loop off your index finger, then bring the tails through, tighten it up, and there you go. You've got your little knot. Now with this, like I said, I don't want my tails, so I'm going to clip them off without clipping into my knot, because we've got to be careful not to clip into the knot, and then I'm ready to go again. Okay, so again, I'm at this stick right here, and I'm going to wrap that, turn, wrap, turn, wrap, turn, wrap, turn, wrap, turn, wrap. Now I'm to the spot with my knot, and I'm going to go right over the top of that. I'm going to wrap it, turn, wrap, turn, wrap, turn, wrap, turn, wrap, turn, and I'm just going to go all the way around. And what I want to do is I want to get completely to the almost to the end of my sticks, okay? And I want to fill these up. So I hope everybody is getting out and enjoying the nice warm weather today. It's almost 60 degrees, or it's going to be 60 degrees today. So perfect day to get out and do some fishing. If you are into that, get out and do some fishing. The fish are biting right now on the Heart River, and that is where I go fishing. So I'm going to wrap, turn, wrap, turn, wrap. And this will just become mesmerizing, guys. Once you figure out how to do this and figure out the correct way of doing it and stuff, it's just going to become mesmerizing. You're going to just be able to do this, and you won't even have to think about it. But for a while, you're going to have to say, wrap, turn, and that's okay. You can do that. You can do that, whatever you need to do and stuff. It's just like our weaving projects, over, under, over, under. If you need to say that to yourself for a little while, that's fine. And look at how our design is starting to build here, okay? Now what color should I make? I'm gonna actually go back to my blue. Does everyone have big plans for things that they're going to help their moms and grandmas make and stuff for Easter? I hope you guys are all planning on having a nice big meal and stuff for Easter. Even if we can't go to church, maybe you want to watch, a church online. There's lots of churches that are doing church online. But to me, Easter is always a special time to be able to spend time with family. And I know this year is going to be a little bit different because we're not going to be able to all be together, but that's okay. There's always next year, but we need to make this weekend fun too. So if I had little ones and stuff, I would be making homemade bubbles right now because I think it's going to be perfect bubble blowing weather outside. So all my friends that have little ones, I think you should be making bubbles, ladies. Okay, so now I've done several colors, and I'm gonna consider this to be done. Okay, I don't want to fill it out completely to the end. This is about how much room I want to leave on these. So I'm going to show you how to finish it out. Okay, so what I do when I get all done and I want to finish this out is I'm going to go and make another knot. I'm going to go around my index finger and then go through the loop and get that loop. I want to put that loop on my top popsicle stick, okay, and then I just want to pull it and cinch it up. Okay, so I've essentially tied a little knot on my on the popsicle loop. Okay, and so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, now you can do this a couple different ways, guys. Okay, you can cut the tail off pretty short. See, I left the tail about this long here. Okay, so now I can either take a pen or a pencil and I can stick that underneath there. Okay, but if I really want to secure it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take just a little bit of glue and I'm just going to kind of glue that down, mash that down, and glue it on the back. Okay, so that's how I would like you to do it, because then we know for sure that it's going to stay. Okay, so that is our God's Eye project. Like I said, you know, you can make a bunch of these kids, and you can give them to people. And you can, you know, maybe mail one to grandma, or mail one to grandpa, or if you have cousins that live, you know, out of the area that live away from you that you're not going to be able to see at Easter time, you can maybe send, they're really easy to mail, you know, and stuff, because they're flat. You could maybe mail a couple of them to some of your cousins that live far away from you and stuff, and just as a reminder that, you know, this represents the God's eye. Okay, and God is always with us, and so we are never alone. So thank you guys all for joining me for today, and for making this project with Art with Miss Myra. And I will be back tomorrow at 3, and that's on Saturday, on the 11th. I will come on and tell you all of the supplies and projects that we are going to be doing for next week. So thank you for joining me today, and I hope that you have a happy Easter, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks. Bye-bye.